Fuck it, let's live. Let's light up, indeed. Welcome to Gear Wizard TV. And screw the intros. Let's just bring everybody out. It's JD. It's
Hey.
Jethro Bot. The gang is back in town again.
Welcome, everybody.
Thanks for having me back. I'm excited to talk about this very profane film I'd never seen before.
Thanks for being here.
Profane, you say?
And profane it is.
Yes. Quite profane.
And sometimes profound.
Profane, that was not a word that came to mind. So a lot of words came to mind, but that was not a particular one.
I can't wait to hear what all of them are.
Well, I'm ready to share them.
And, we picked a good time to watch this because supposedly Harold and Kumar 4 might be happening 14 or 15 years after this one. Yeah. I, for one, would love to see what a middle-aged Harold and Kumar look like in 2025 with 2025 sensibilities. Because it'll have to be a much different styled movie than what we got in 2011.
Well, I mean, if they just went chronological, then Harold's kid is 13 years old now, right?
15 or 16.
Well, the kid wasn't born this came out in 2011, right?
Right. Okay, you're right. So 13 or 14.
Yeah. Math.
Right.
In fact, they're gonna both have kids.
Yes.
Oh. That's right.
They're gonna both have kids.
Sorry for skipping right to the ending there, but
big spoilers for those of you who are tuning in, big Harold and Kumar fans.
It does not matter. It does not matter.
If you're worried about spoilers, you are watching the wrong fucking show.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree.
Yeah. It's the journey in this film.
Yes.
I don't remember any journey in this film.
It's the Smash Mouth?
Yeah, that's better.
Was there Smash Mouth?
Was there Smash Mouth? Was this Shrek?
I wouldn't put it past it.
Yeah, I think that says something. I don't remember any music from it.
I'm racking my brain trying to remember.
It's all
drops.
I don't think there's maybe there are tracks that I'm not remembering like you guys,
but they didn't drop.
But I think it's mostly like score, dramatic score.
Except for that wonderful NPH number.
Which I couldn't sing to you right now.
Our Christmas song.
Don't sing it now. Sing it when
sing it when it comes up.
Yeah, we'll watch some slides
but I'll try.
It's a variation of Let It Snow, right?
Yes. But I don't remember a thing about it. However, if you're interested, there's a clip of it on YouTube.
All you have to do is search YouTube, I'm sure. I don't have a link for you.
Can we?
But I was watching this movie, and I remember thinking, because as we were talking about just before the show, I had not seen the second Harold and Kumar. I'd only seen, the White Castle one. I don't know why I didn't see the second one. Just, didn't get around
Honestly,
to it.
I never watched this one until...
Yeah. And I had never seen this one either.
Until this Christmas. So.
And when I watched this one, I was like, dang, this thing's got a budget, a budget. So, I looked up the three respective budgets next to profit, and they just slightly more than doubled their budget, like with the first movie, which cost $9 million. The next movie cost $12 million, and they more than tripled their budget on that one with their revenue. So yeah, this one is 19 million. And you could tell it looked very expensive.
So what
And
did it make?
Huh?
What did it make?
This one made like 36 million. So
right.
that's not double. They failed to double their, like maybe that's a ceiling for them. I mean,
But that's respectable.
Yeah, I mean, it's it's more revenue than the second film, brought in. I'm sure some of that, and not a whole lot of that could possibly be inflation because it's like 2008 and 2011. So yeah, they were a moneymaker. They were a solid, reliable moneymaker.
They spent a little money on the 3D.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could tell.
Those 3D effects were not cheap.
The special effects in this movie are expensive, and they are also a lot of fun. Possibly my favorite part.
So we had planned on watching Cheech and Chong's next movie.
Mm-hmm. And we still will someday.
And now we're watching this.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody's got to be wondering, how did that happen? So, well, JD, how did this happen?
Well, it was Christmas Eve, and I had not watched a single Christmas movie yet this year. And I was bummed about that because I always try to watch as many Christmas movies as I can in the month of December. And so I was just racking my brain for a holiday movie that would kind of like just get me in the spirit. And I had never seen this before. I was very high when I was looking for something to watch. And I don't remember exactly why it popped into my head. I think I was just going through my memory being like, okay, I feel like there were some Christmas movies that came out this century that I haven't seen yet. Mm-hmm. And then I did a Google search that led me to that one with the Christmas movie with Seth Rogen that came out like 10 years ago. I think it was called The Night Before. And I was like, okay, that's not the one I'm thinking of. And then I found Harold and Kumar.
Well, you just said something I completely forgot existed, but I am not a Christmas movie connoisseur. I do not think about. So that's cool, though. I mean, I know the Wizard Light is quite fond of Christmas movies.
Well, my Christmas movie thing that was always, it's got to be very non-traditional. Like I am not going to watch a traditional Christmas movie. Does someone get killed? Is it profanity? Does something twisted happen? That's my Christmas movie. Rare Exports.
I like both types of Christmas movies.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
Like, I'll watch a Rankin Bass Christmas movie from time to time.
You do like Rankin Bass.
Oh, fuck yeah. How can you not like Rankin Bass? Snow Miser and Heat Miser may be my favorite animated sequences that Rankin Bass ever did.
Mm-hmm.
Those songs are just banging.
Yeah.
Yeah, they knew what they were doing. That's and with lasting impression, absolutely.
Burl Ives singing and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. How can you not love that?
He had a very shiny nose.
And Bombles. Not a fan of the Bombles.
I don't remember the Bombles.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Bumbles bounce.
I mentioned I don't watch a lot of Christmas media, so I don't actually remember them.
That's what
I don't remember that awesome sequence you just mentioned either. I know I've seen a lot of this stuff, but I just don't. Yeah,
it's been blocked from your mind.
The Abominable Snowman in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Mm-hmm.
Being chased by, what's his name? Yukon Jack or Yukon Pete?
Yukon. All right.
I don't know.
Yukon Jack is the whiskey, so I don't know if they use.
Must have been Yukon Pete, but the guy with the big mustache and the pickaxe, and he's trying to catch the bumble, as he calls it. But I digress.
I don't think Yukon Jack is very good whiskey either.
It is Yukon Jack.
It is Yukon Jack.
Yeah.
Maybe the whiskey is named after Yukon Jack.
It's Yukon Cornelius.
Yukon Cornelius, that is correct.
But
How
Yukon
could I forget
Jack did take me
Cornelius?
there in Google. Okay. Yeah.
How could I forget Yukon Cornelius? Well, it's been a while. I would much rather watch. Have you seen Santa's Sleigh?
I haven't.
No, but I have seen a clip from it that really makes me want to see it.
Oh, it's
Like,
so
it
good.
looks, yeah,
Bill
it looks
Goldberg
pretty fun.
Oh, it's the one with
has
Goldberg.
Santa.
Okay.
Yeah. When Santa's 1,000 years of being nice is over.
Oh, that's the whole gimmick. Is he was
Yeah, he's
cursed with
actually an evil demon, but he lost a curling game
ah
against an angel,
oh,
and
okay,
had to be nice for 1,000 years.
wow, that's great.
And this year it's over. And Santa's pissed. And you get to see him kill Chris Kattan, which is honestly worth watching the whole movie.
Yeah.
And
Only
what's her
118
name?
minutes long.
Fran Drescher. He kills her most horribly.
Oh wow, Fran Drescher too.
Yes.
All
Very
right.
gory.
Well, I'm sold.
Yeah.
If it was about weed, we could watch it here. But it's not. You know what is, though? Harold and Kumar.
Heck
Great
yeah!
segue.
Boom.
Actually, let's.
Thank you,
Let's see
God.
that
Thank
one
you.
be.
Yeah. Thank you, money men and women of the Warner Brothers and New Line Cinema.
I guess because it was 3D, we got a very wide
Mm-hmm.
aspect ratio.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like we said, it's expensive.
They say every shot in 3D costs 3 times as much as a 2D shot.
Wow.
Because of all the extra Ds.
I really just made that up, though. Yeah.
Oh,
but,
okay. I mean, I would have believed
sounds
you.
believable, yeah.
Yeah, I would have
I
believed
mean, it
you.
could be true.
So, WaffleBot. WaffleBot.
Oh, my God.
You might not realize it when you first see WaffleBot, but
Mm-hmm.
that's going to be a major plot point.
Yeah.
Really steals the whole movie.
Yeah, I you don't even notice him there.
No, I didn't notice him till just now.
Yeah, but WaffleBot is great. I want WaffleBot in my life.
Pancakes suck.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're at all a film fan or a nerd, you pick up that this is Patton Oswalt.
Not Mike Patton.
Mm-hmm. I did not notice that was Patton Oswalt until you see him without the beard.
Yeah, he's got one of those voices I recognize a mile away.
Mm-hmm.
I like that all the weed is named Christmassy names.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Kumar doesn't.
No. Kumar knows that these are all fake bullshit made up names.
Kumar doesn't like fun. Let me know if my dogs are being too disruptive. They love to wrestle during a live stream, like they hear people conversing about things. They're like, yeah, this is it. Now's the time.
Totally just adding to the ambiance.
Yeah. So yeah, I really do wish I had seen this, in 3D at the movie theater. That would have been fun.
It would have been fun.
Because I generally don't like 3D.
Yeah.
But this was so over the top.
Yeah,
I only like 3D when it's like this. When 3D is a gimmick, I think it's fun. When I don't like, I don't want to see like a real movie in 3D though.
Or when it takes itself too seriously.
They do not make 3D TVs anymore.
No, they do not.
Went down a hole. I guess they stopped making them like quite a while ago.
Yeah, they stopped making them, and they're expensive.
Yeah.
So you're not.
What did you think of Harold's little lackey here?
Well, I don't know. It's kind of forgettable, really. I like the the egg scene. This thing we're about to see.
Mm-hmm.
He's dedicated to his boss, so
Oh
he
God, yes,
distracts them.
Harold has become a man who
3D.
inspires an insane amount of loyalty from at least two people in his life.
Yeah, I don't know what happened between movies, and I haven't seen goes the White Castle movie in a very, very long time, but I feel like they did not have like office jobs in that movie, right?
No, they were still in
They were
school.
in college. Yeah,
Yeah.
they were in college.
But we have established that Harold is quite successful
Yes.
Yes.
in the
Fancy
evil
office.
business world.
Yeah, fancy office downtown. Hippies hate him. They urinate on his car.
Mm-hmm. Eggs
Well,
are being thrown.
they urinate on his friend's car, and they put feces on it too.
I like this guy. I like his friend.
Thomas Lennon is just wonderful in whatever he shows up in.
Yeah, and I knew they were gonna do crazy stuff with the kid too.
The baby. But did you know how crazy they were gonna get with it?
No. I did not see that coming, like just exactly how far out they go with the presence of a kid.
Neither
that's
did I.
fun stuff, yeah.
Kumar is not successful.
Nope.
He is a burnout.
Mm-hmm.
And he is bitter.
Because he still smokes. Harold does not.
He's just gotten, he's just broken up with his girlfriend.
His really hot girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Who he also didn't have in that first movie, right? I think a lot happened in the Guantanamo Bay movie.
Yeah.
Or between the movies, just,
Yeah.
They just drop us into this little world. And you kind of fill in the blanks on what's happened.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's no real mystery.
I guess if you're writing a movie for yourself, you could just go ahead and write a lady in hot lingerie throws herself all over you.
Absolutely.
Because she wants to get pregnant.
Right.
Right.
And then, have that lady's dad be... Where is he?
Danny Trejo.
Danny Trejo is behind door number 1. That's right.
And this is 2011, so he wasn't quite as played out as he is today.
Right. This was post Grindhouse, post Machete as well.
Oh, okay. Post Machete.
Yeah, the first Machete had come out. So he was
Machete.
He had the caricature down,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, the gag here is that he is trying to get Danny Trejo's daughter pregnant, and Danny Trejo is, just scary, tough guy.
Who, however,
his daughter having sex.
Loves Christmas more than perhaps even Mick Foley himself.
And specifically Christmas trees.
Yes.
Like really loves Christmas trees.
Real
Christmas
trees.
Real
not
Christmas
that fake
trees.
bullshit.
Yeah.
And he is bringing a tree that he himself grew to be the perfect Christmas tree.
And now we are seeing why WaffleBot is so fantastic.
Right. Because it's a bot that makes waffles.
It's a bot that makes waffles whenever you want it to. And it also puts syrup on the waffles for you so that you have warm syrup and you don't burn yourself, which is a problem I think we all have at home all the time.
However, you're also eating syrup that that for all practical purposes is coming out of a robot's dick.
I mean, I was sold already. You don't have to sweeten the pot, but yeah. Yeah, the hot syrup penis pump is, also a selling point.
Yes.
Oh, now she's being
Flunked out of med school.
Yeah,
right.
She's being real mean to him.
Well, she's just letting the audience know that he's a big loser.
Yeah.
With potential.
This does
Tons
really
of potential.
Yeah, I do really want to go back and watch the first two films again.
Yeah.
Watch the first film again and watch the second film. Because I really don't remember that much about them. Are they successful students in the first film? Like,
yes,
are they they're like brainiacs?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in med school,
mm-hmm.
or pre med.
Yeah.
And yeah, I feel like Kumar was less successful, but I could be wrong. No, Harold. Kumar was more successful, but not driven.
Mm-hmm.
I could be making all this up.
I am realizing how few memories I have of
right.
Like yeah. Like I mean, I saw it when did it 2006, 2008, one of those is when it came out, and that's when I saw it. So
pretty much going into it, I was like, these guys will be funny. That's
right.
That's all I really knew about them. They'll be funny. They smoke a lot of weed. Yeah.
There'd be weed jokes. Right.
Yeah.
I didn't know how R-rated it was.
Yeah. Yeah, they just starting with the scene with Patton Oswalt and Kumar, like, it's very, very foul-mouthed, It's like the first joke in the movie is about boys sitting on Santa's lap. That is extremely profane. And now they throw away the fake tree. There's probably, it's a white tree. And like, if you're a Scorsese fan, you know that the white tree is the most expensive tree they had from Goodfellas.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. I actually just watched Goodfellas on an airplane.
It's established cinematic language. The white tree is the expensive tree.
That's right.
Oh, and now we get the backstory about why he loves Christmas.
Yes.
And Christmas trees. So if I remember right, he grew up in Medellin. Is where this, and he's dreaming of Christmas trees.
Yes.
Sorry. He's got the mustache. Yeah, he's got the mustache the whole time.
Yeah.
By a gang of Korean punks. So not only does he love Christmas, but
it's tied in with his mother's tragic death at the hands of Koreans.
And now my daughter's married to one.
And they all are the same.
Yeah.
And that guy has Mike Tyson's head tattoo.
That's similar. For the rest of my life, anytime anyone mentions Mike Tyson, I'll actually think of his butt now. There's nothing I can do about that.
Would you change it if you could?
I've seen his butt, and now you can't mention it without. I didn't add it. There was no desire there. it was a funny moment, though, I have to say.
It was.
There's no question about it.
Do you think he did it on purpose?
Who knows? I don't really know much about Mike Tyson, the person, but he does seem like a rascal, you know.
He is a rascal, and he would fit in really well in this room as far as the weed thing goes. So he was probably high every time he was on TV. He even said in an interview that he, ahead of the fight, that he would be on marijuana and mushrooms during the fight.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think he's talking about microdosing mushrooms, but I don't know. And it didn't help him in the fight. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Well, I didn't watch the fight, so I mean, he's,
So we have the reuniting happening.
Oh, yes. Here's Kumar. He's shaved his face. He's gone to talk to Harold.
Yep.
The drop off
meeting
a
on his
mystery
lawn.
Christmas present.
Yes. They got a mystery Christmas present. Harold has no reason why someone sent it to Kumar.
There's no indication of who it's from.
Clearly, their friendship has grown distant. There's estrangement between them.
Yeah, I was gonna say it is definitely estranged.
That's what happens when
there's bitterness.
Gives up weed.
There's bitterness.
A job.
Mm-hmm.
I'm bitter.
It would make me bitter.
Yeah, I feel bad for Kumar.
Yeah. And then what do they get? They get a giant. That's what someone sent them. Big, beautiful joint. A more convincing giant joint than the one you see in Cheech and Chong. Give me
3D
one.
joint.
Yep, there it is.
Half the budget.
It flies, and then for some reason it goes right back into the house like a boomerang and lands in what is perhaps the most precious and loved Christmas tree on the planet.
And then...
All right, give me a moment to tap out. I'll be back.
The tree erupts in flame. And the movie is set in motion.
Not the throw pillows.
And why isn't the family there? What are they out doing?
Oh, they went into town to go to midnight mass.
Aha. Right, so they've got a few hours to fix this. More 3D as the tree explodes out the window.
You ruined Christmas. That's a cold thing to say, man.
It is. Especially since he could have just gotten a real tree to begin with. He knew. He was just trying to be tough. Didn't want to admit that he was afraid of her dad. But he totally knew.
And he's being a real dick here, and Kumar is, reflecting on this. He is a total fuck up, but he cares. Like he's always trying to help. He fucks it up, but he's trying to help.
Exactly. And Harold is just like, straight guy. He just looks like an asshole. Look at him. And my favorite character is back.
Yeah, Thomas Lennon has an amazing range. You think about his different characters. It's just, on one, you got this guy and then Officer Dangle.
Right.
it's hard to imagine it's the same guy sometimes.
The mustache doesn't lie, though. Wait, now I'm second guessing. Does he have a mustache in this movie?
Not in this one. No.
Okay. He's got a beard, right? No, he's clean shaven.
He's clean shaven.
He just looks like a mustache guy, though. Even when he doesn't have the mustache, you can like see it on him. I can't, anyways. I can't look at him without seeing Dangle. And I don't mean that in a bad way. So here they are looking to buy a new tree before midnight mass ends, and Danny Trejo comes home and kills everybody.
However, Harold has already reserved this fancy tree.
Yes.
But Kumar, because he's a helpful guy and he cares, he's like, I can fix this problem. But he's a fuck up, and he buys the tree that's going to fix the problem away from Harold.
Yes. And then it's revealed that, it's all a ruse between these two. See, they switch it up. So now one of the other guys is wearing the Bill Cosby sweater. And he has the grill in his teeth.
I get to be the bad cop this time, so to speak.
The grill falls out. Somebody has smaller teeth than the other guy.
I love though he berates him, and at the end it's like, It's okay, I love you.
Yeah.
Unlike Harold, who was a dick.
Yeah, those two are supportive of each other. Harold and Kumar could take a page out of their book.
No, man, I'm saying Kumar is trying. Kumar is trying to be.
Yeah, Kumar is a good friend.
Supportive and helpful and a good friend in spite of everything.
In his mind, he's a good friend, right? He's trying to be a good friend.
But he's a fuck up.
Yeah, but he can't help it. It's just who he is.
He wants to do right.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of consistency in the feces on the windshield there, I'm noticing as we're rewatching this. At no time did they try and maintain continuity with the feces.
No, very fluid feces.
Yeah, very. Indeed. No one likes that.
No.
And now it's revealed that the best tree that anyone could possibly find on Christmas Eve has just been blown up by Kumar and his friend, who wants to go have sex with the Virgin.
Right. What do you guys think of Adrian?
That would not have happened if Harold hadn't chased him down in an ill-advised chase scene.
Yeah, that's true. But Harold does have a new friend who loves him.
And that's just the darlingest little daughter.
Yeah. They watch the video of her promising herself to this strange man.
I like this strange man though. He added a good he's just the likable idiot. He's obviously doomed. He's going to have sex with this random virgin who's promised. Clearly something horrible is going to happen, and this virgin is not to be trusted. We get that vibe right off the bat.
Yeah.
If
something is definitely wrong. I was just going to say something is definitely wrong with that deal.
Yes.
If it seems too good to be true, dude.
Yeah.
There's a reason. But you know what? You're going to get a story out of it. That was always my motto in my crazy days. As long as you get a story out of it.
Well, sometimes the story was even better than whatever
Almost
the good outcome
always.
might have been. Yeah.
Almost always.
And here, Kumar's blazed up, not realizing there's a kid in the back seat.
Dog shit.
Yep.
Just like the cutest little innocent little kid.
Yep. And he hotboxes her, and now she's stoned, which is it's another great gag. I really enjoy it. Every time they come back to it, they amp it up a little bit more. It's really nice. Yeah.
This baby, I can't wait. I hope if they do make a sequel to this, I hope that I hope that kid is like a 14-year-old, like already like drug and alcohol rehab counselor because like they've like been through it, man. Like,
yeah.
I was a drug addict from the age of 6 months to 5, and then I cleaned up. I saw some shit in that preschool.
Well, I didn't look it up, but I'm guessing that actress looks younger than she actually is. Or I mean, looks younger than she is.
I mean, still couldn't be more than like 2.
It could be, like
or 3
I mean,
or 4. Yeah.
They do a lot of scenes where there's clearly not actually a kid there.
Right.
Like now. Yeah. Which makes sense because once you put a kid in your movies, like you're really limiting when you can shoot and how long you can shoot for.
Yeah. Thanks, John Landis. look that up, everybody.
He didn't invent those laws. He just broke them.
Right. He made sure that they would be really, really enforced.
Yeah.
People would take them really seriously after that. The Virgin.
Yeah, he's overwhelmed by her, and you're still wondering like, what is the deal? Why is this happening?
Right.
There's clearly a reason.
Yeah, they're going to this rich party. It still turns out that she actually appears the way she does in the video that she sent to him.
And he's shocked that the whole thing is really happening too. He gives that look when they're going up the stairs, like, I guess this is really happening.
As soon as he appears, she's like, "Let's go to my room right now."
Yeah.
So.
Meanwhile, baby's downstairs, still high.
Mm-hmm. Yes, stoned baby. It's a great thing to have in a movie.
Yeah.
And now these kids, and this would actually happen, like you wouldn't want to go to this party, right? Because there'd be young kids there, and then those young kids would make fun of you.
Yeah.
And this is Rich Girl's little brother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, and he's a real, I don't like him.
No, he's
on purpose, by design. Yeah. By design.
Yeah, he's a little prick.
Yeah, on a professional level, the kid does an amazing job with this performance.
Yeah, he's got a little Joffrey Baratheon air to him.
Because it feels real. Like I don't like him. Like, I knew that kid, and
yeah, look at that face right there. Just a smug little asshole.
And now she's done doing her dress, and you're like, this is gonna be the shocker, right? Something's gonna be like underneath that dress or something.
I do love him that he actually asked, why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he knows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if maybe they were gonna go with like a trans joke there.
Right.
I knew that they were going to
which would have been, very much of its time period, I think. Like
very
2011. Much, yeah. Definitely we're not over that, putting that stuff in there.
No.
Oh, baby's got a diaper.
Mm-hmm.
Baby's got a full diaper.
Yep. So he gets to be preoccupied with full diaper for a little while. This gives Harold and Kumar the chance to win this Christmas tree in a beer pong competition.
Yeah, because it turns out that which one is it, Harold or is it Kumar? Is the ping pong sniper?
It's Harold, right?
Yeah, Harold.
Yeah. I mean, they're both good, but
yeah,
obviously Harold is more out of practice than Kumar.
But Harold
Kumar
was the
seems
guy.
like perhaps, yeah.
Yeah, Kumar might have played the night before.
I don't know. I mean, like,
I don't think Kumar
how
goes
old
to
do you
parties.
think? Yeah, how old do you think you were when you played your last game of beer pong? Like,
I was
he's pretty young.
I was working in restaurants, so I was older than
Oh,
you might
okay.
think. Yeah, I was
Okay.
in my 30s, early 30s. 31, to be exact.
I have never in my life played beer pong.
Really?
It wasn't a thing in my day. Yeah, we played quarters.
What is quarters?
It depended on who you played with, honestly. The rules could vary more than any game I've ever played, but it in some way involved bouncing a quarter off a table into a glass.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Into a full shot glass.
Yeah, I've done.
Oh,
yeah.
I've done in many variations though. I've
Okay.
seen so many house rules.
So this is where he realizes that this girl, the virgin's father, is a Russian mobster.
Yeah.
Serial killer.
An infamous violent Russian mobster that all of New York knows about, or whatever city this is. Which city is this again?
New York.
It is New York? Okay. The home of most Christmas city Christmas city movies.
And mobster movies.
And mobster movies. Yes.
And now he's losing his erection as he realizes he's about to die.
Right, and she's basically threatening to kill him if he loses his erection. But so second scary dad in the movie. First we get Danny Trejo scaring Harold, and now we have Sergei Kleshnikov or whatever his name is,
whose kid is about to roofie Harold and Kumar.
Right.
Yeah. But it's unclear if he's roofying them or if they're all just doing whatever drug he gives them, because they don't pass out; they're just tripping for a while.
Right, I think it's ecstasy, and that they're just 2011. I think ecstasy was just going around. Oh, now the kid gets high. Now there's coke. So the kid just had cocaine blown right in her face. So now she loves weed and coke.
Yes. Child covered in cocaine.
Yeah. Loving it, though. Like, the character is so happy. That's what I learned from this movie, is that toddlers love coke. Which makes sense. It explains toddlers.
And she still has not lost her virginity.
No,
now she's upset. Now she's insisting on someone having sex with her.
And she's just a virgin because nobody in New York who knows who she is will have sex with her.
Right.
And here comes her dad.
But she chooses Harold. She refuses Kumar.
Record literally scratches to a stop. And it looks like they're Eiffel Towering his daughter.
Is that what that's called? Eiffel Towering?
It is. It's when the woman is in the middle and the two guys sort of form a, they high five like that.
They're like high fiving.
Yeah.
All right.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Yep. Seems like a thing guys would do. Or imagine themselves doing.
I wouldn't have imagined there was even a name for that.
Yeah. Oh, there's a name for everything.
I suppose.
everything.
Yeah. There's probably a name for having someone throw shit at your windshield.
I bet there is.
Yeah, I bet there is.
I bet there's a name for it, and I bet there's a website for it somewhere.
There could be a website for it, yeah. Or at least, in a
category
menu.
on Pornhub.
Yeah, in a category, yeah.
Right.
Menu. Somewhere in a menu. I wouldn't know anything about Pornhub because it's illegal in Texas. No, it's not illegal. They just didn't do it anymore. Yeah, the law here fucked it up.
Well, there's no laws against VPNs, though, is there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You really got to figure. Our governor just is like kind of daring the state to vote against a Republican because he's terrible.
Yeah, well, you think so.
But we're not here to talk about it. We're not here to talk about
that.
Yeah.
We're here to watch Harold and Kumar be very high.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they are now realizing that they are both like now they've gotten covered in cocaine.
But they're also shot at,
and they're tripping.
And because they're tripping, they turn into
claymation.
Yeah, and Harold looks like Quentin Tarantino.
It's a Christmas movie, so you have to have a little bit of this, uncanny animation.
He looks like Quentin Tarantino, right?
Yeah.
Get a little Rankin Bass going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I mean, this scene alone, some of the budget. I don't know. Maybe actually less of the budget than the rest of the movie.
I mean, they spent a lot of money on this.
They did.
And it looks great.
Yeah, it's well done. It's exactly. I mean, it's not true claymation, but it passes.
Yeah, it's good CGI claymation.
And now it's revealed that none of this is really happening, and they're actually just harassing people at the park.
Right.
And they destroyed a snowman.
Like we all have once or twice, I think.
White Castle. They're reminiscing about the days.
There's a White Castle callback, indeed.
Yeah.
Things were simpler then.
White Castle did tie-in food. I don't know if you guys have Wizard. You haven't had. You didn't grow up with White Castle in your life.
No, I have had White Castle, and I fucking love it.
I've had it too, and I love it, and I even will buy the frozen one sometimes.
But I mean, how can it be the same?
It's not
frozen. Like they're steamed.
It's not. Although I know a trick that'll get them
pretty close, honestly. Yeah. Well, you got to keep them in the fridge. You got to let them thaw in the fridge.
No, I know another trick though.
What's that?
You know that broiling pan you've got?
Yeah, I use it all the time.
Fill that up with water.
Mm-hmm.
Put the White Castles on top of it and wrap it in foil.
Okay.
And it will steam them while they bake.
Mm-hmm.
That's as close as you can get.
I mean, what I do is I just take them, I thaw them in the fridge, I wrap them in a wet paper towel, and then I nuke them for about 90 seconds. And they taste fairly, I mean, they're not the best, but they taste close enough. They're oniony.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know they sell like the hamburgers and cheeseburgers in the frozen food section, but do they also sell onion chips? Because really,
no,
that's like my favorite part of.
Oh yeah, I wish I had access to a White Castle. I would go frequently.
I've never lived close to one, so I've always gone out of my way to go to one when I can. I don't even know where they are. New York and like Pennsylvania?
Oh,
Ohio, aren't they?
Ohio. Yeah, they're all over Ohio, and
Ohio,
Ohio
Illinois.
had the has the headquarters and always has.
The ones I've eaten were mostly in Illinois.
Yeah. In fact, White Castle had this like paneling that they developed themselves. Oh man. That was did we lose the scene? Oh no.
Bring on the nuns.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Hilariously
horny nuns is a trope.
Mm-hmm. And then they also do they have this boy like chase the priests away so they can no one sees them. This is all just Kumar's fantasy as to how they're going to steal the tree. And then in that fantasy, Danny Trejo loves it so much he jizzes on it.
Then we realize we're stealing the tree from the church.
Mm-hmm. That they're going to midnight mass for. Yes.
And was the
even
jizz
father-in-law
in 3D?
is going.
The jizz is clearly in 3D. Yes.
Okay, good. I couldn't remember if we got jizzed on in 3D.
They've pretty much been putting jizz in 3D movies since 3D movies existed.
I think it's why 3D was invented.
Probably.
How can we make the audience really feel jizzed on?
Yeah.
It's the only reason they come to the theaters.
Now we have the airing of the grievances.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My favorite Festivus tradition.
Yeah, they just level it with each other.
Yeah. And of course, this is, the turning point for their friendship.
Which leads to them being mistaken as cast members of a Broadway play.
Which will happen to you if you smoke a cigarette or even stop moving outside of a back door on Broadway. They will always just assume that you're a cast member and drag you in and put you in wardrobe while you protest.
Oh, man, I'm doing that.
Yeah.
I'm doing that. That sounds great.
It's how I saw Hamilton 7 times.
And then they just happened to get Neil Patrick Harris.
Who's their friend?
Mm-hmm. And look, they're killing it. They look great.
Yeah, this is a really elaborate, like Busby Bailey, Busby Berkeley. What's now? You know what I'm talking about? The elaborate musical.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Lots of choreography, but they're just kind of fitting in. They're doing okay.
So there were 2 very meta elements in this movie. That, at least for me. One of them, earlier in the movie, Kumar makes a joke about, I could work in the White House.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Which he actually had to take a leave of absence from his job at the White House to make this movie. But then you also have here the return of Neil Patrick Harris, who in the past 2 movies was in real life a closeted gay man, pretending to be a total horn dog in Harold and Kumar. But since Guantanamo Bay, he has publicly come out as a gay man.
Mm-hmm.
So he has come out in Harold and Kumar, but he is pretending to be gay because he's a horn dog.
Right.
Yeah, and this came out like really right at the time that he came out, like they're just a few months, apart. That he's introducing the world to his husband. And then this comes out.
And this was definitely pre-Me Too movement. Because he gets so rapey with this next scene.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even in the time of Me Too, like I could still see this being the scene,
Yeah, because
it's over the top. It's raunchy.
It's a parody.
Yeah.
Right.
He's supposed to be a bad person, Like,
yeah.
Since this movie, I have seen Neil Patrick Harris on Broadway.
Really?
I have.
What did he
In
do?
Hedwig.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I went to see him as Hedwig because I figured there would never be a chance to see the actual Hedwig, and then they came back the next year, which made me a little sad, but that's okay. He was excellent, by the way. Great Hedwig. Really good performance.
I have no
And
doubt.
and this is his actual husband,
Mm-hmm.
pretending to be his pretend husband.
Right. So in the movie, in this, he's his husband, but he's really just some guy that like he pays to help him look gay, so that he could use that to get laid.
Yeah.
And he basically just keeps his husband flooded in cocaine.
Yeah. It's just a terrible, terrible person.
Right. But also kind of the hero.
And so when he says they'll go over lines and he keeps offering to rub her and, give her massage and help her relax. And, he keeps saying like, oh, it's okay because we're girlfriends, like.
Right.
So. They really goes to stick for a while.
And if you didn't see, Harold and Kumar are behind like the room divider.
Yes, of course, they're getting to watch all this.
Right.
Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't you put that in your movie? Of course, Harold and Kumar get to see the illicit sex. See, there they are. They're seeing it now.
Yes, spitting now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna rub some liquid on you.
And then, of course, the jig is up.
No remorse.
No.
Nope. He doesn't have to have remorse. He's Neil Patrick Harris.
NPH.
This is before the Me Too movement, and you could do those things for, your entire career and get away with it.
That's right.
It would just be, a rumor.
I think they called it an open secret.
Mm-hmm.
And Neil Patrick Harris has a waffle bot.
Yeah. He has a waffle bot. He hates the waffle bot. He curses it. He talks down to it.
Shows what an asshole he is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He mistreats his waffle bot.
Well, I've always assumed if robots ever turn on us, like in the so many scenarios, that it'd be because we're just not nice to them. That's the whole reason why they would develop.
Why I'm always polite to the AI.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want it to remember me fondly.
Yeah. I was not involved in any of that.
Oh, here's Jesus. So this is a
He's
flashback
dead.
to how So Neil
Jesus
Patrick
shows
Harris
up
died for a
with
while.
ladies.
I guess in the last movie, right? And yeah, he sees Jesus, who's a huge fan of his. I totally forgot the scene was in the movie, but it was really good.
And Neil Patrick Harris steals Jesus' girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And that makes Jesus angry, and that is why Neil Patrick Harris is back on Earth instead of dead.
So yeah, there must have been an actual like a death scene for him in the Guantanamo Bay movie. Unless it was
looks like he gets shot. Yeah.
And who played Jesus? I recognized him.
I don't remember. But I'm looking. Jake Johnson.
That name's not jumping out at me. I'm
No,
looking
neither is known for. His known for is not jumping out at me.
Hmm.
So he must look like someone else.
Let's see.
And now we've got some character development with the Wafflebot.
Wafflebot loves Kumar.
The bond between Wafflebot and Kumar is growing. I mean, why wouldn't it? Kumar is showing kindness to this robot. When Neil Patrick
even
Harris
more than
just
kindness,
him.
though, because he loves Wafflebot. Like other people might appreciate Wafflebot.
Yeah,
but he loves him.
Oh, Jake Johnson. He's from. He was on New Girl, which I maybe only seen a couple episodes of, but he was.
That's more than me.
Somebody.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever seen an episode. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
I mean, there's a little wrong. I've only seen a couple episodes because I don't really care for the show, but he is one of the three leads. So if there's 156 episodes of a show, somebody's liking it. I've also never seen The Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
So another running joke in this movie has been that everybody they run into has been invited to Harold's Christmas party.
To Harold's Christmas party.
Right.
Except for Kumar. Yeah. Everyone they see.
Including Kumar's ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Harold's just really become a shitty friend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's got the career. He's got the hot wife. But that's it. That's all he's got. He's lonely. He's got some sycophantic friends, but he misses his buddy.
And Kumar's kind of a fuck up.
Yeah.
He's let himself go.
Well, I would watch Wafflebot and Kumar. Maybe we don't need Harold.
If there is a fourth movie, I want Wafflebot in it.
Oh yeah, Wafflebot should return.
No one's disagreeing.
Put my foot down right now.
That's right.
I mean, I don't know.
Starting the petition.
I don't know why I would get to do that. We've clearly established I am not a super fan. It's like, oh, I didn't realize this movie existed.
Right. No one did. I mean, this is not one that you like. Even if you don't like Christmas movies and go out of your way to avoid them, the big ones, and you probably have circles of people who talk about. There's certain ones that get brought up every single year. This is not one of them, but maybe it should be. That's all. Maybe there is a place for this.
I mean, it's crazy. There's, so many Christmas movies made a year just for the, Hallmark Channel or whatever the hell.
Oh, I don't even. Thing. I don't even think of those, but that's a whole. That's like a whole genre.
Yeah, they make several Christmas movies a year. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's. I went down a rabbit hole with those lately. Last month. There's an actress named Lacey Chabert. Do you know her?
Yes.
Nope.
Yeah, she was in the show Party of Five, and she was in Mean Girls. But what she does now is she's been in like 40 something of those Hallmark Christmas movies. Like she always plays not this she always plays the same character, but not like they're not a cinematic universe. It's not like she has the same name, but those movies all are about like a girl who goes to her hometown and meets some guy there.
They have actually shown that they only have like 3 or 4 scripts and they just change a few things.
Yeah.
In them and shoot 2, 3, 4 movies out of the same stuff. Which if that's what the people want.
No, for sure. And you saying that there's 2 or 3 scripts means that there's a script or 2 more than I thought that there was, because I really thought it was just the one script, and they were like, change location. Instead of farm, we'll do airport. Change names, and that's it.
Yeah. I have to assume that if you
there's
if
the
you
syrup.
The Wafflebot comes in and saves the day by shooting the mobsters with his hot nozzle syrup. His hot syrup from his nozzle comes flying at them all over their face.
Splat.
Yep. That's what happens.
We were talking Hallmark, though.
Yeah, we were, but yeah, and then some more hot syrup will melt those ropes, and then we have some more affirmation. And
pancakes are fucking gay.
Yeah. Well, there's a banner for you.
Yeah, you're still.
Well, I don't know. I don't know about that one. Yeah,
lame.
Because that
pancakes
is
are fucking lame.
Yeah, they would not say. They would not be saying that. Hey, that's a great shot of the penis joke, where his penis is stuck to the metal pole, just like the tongue in Christmas Story,
which they showed earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Chekhov's Christmas Story.
Mm-hmm. And now he's looking for warm liquid. He can't pee on it.
Is he using the syrup?
No, he's using hot coffee from one of those insulated thermos mugs. Boy, it's still hot.
Back at the mobster's apartment, they're still hanging out in the closet.
Yeah, if I was in there by myself, I feel like that'd be more entertaining. But, having to share the closet with either of these guys would ruin the whole experience for me, really. Oh, yeah, and especially with the kid on cocaine whose presence is probably about to get you killed, because it's screaming and whatnot. Yeah.
Well, and the other guy opens a bag of chips.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Eating them. It's a good gimmick. Yeah. He's eating them just very slowly, but also loudly.
And then the kid sees some cocaine.
Yeah, this kid got a taste, and she wants more. And yeah, I don't know this actor's name either, but I feel like he just plays mobsters.
Saved by the shake weight.
Mm-hmm. Everyone loves a good shake weight joke.
In 2011, everybody did, though.
Yeah. Anytime you can get a shake weight into your movie, just go ahead and do it. It's gonna be funny every time. I wish I had a shake weight right now.
I owned one for a brief period.
Oh, nice.
I don't know what happened to it. I don't know how I got it. I'm assuming it was a gift.
Clearly, it didn't change your life.
No, it didn't. Yeah, it must have been like a white elephant gift or one of those workplace Secret Santa.
That's a good white elephant gift.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks it's funny because it looks like jerking off.
Right. Yeah, the double-handed.
Looks like a hand job.
Oh, and we find out why he quit smoking weed.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because of fertility.
Yep.
Which
that's
not true.
Yeah.
It's not true, and you would think he could have just done a little bit of research.
Issues.
Yeah.
You will grasp at any straw.
Yeah.
If it could have even a minor effect, and it's been a problem.
He's a doctor, isn't he?
No, Kumar.
Oh, that's right. Harold's he's just a businessman.
Yeah,
businessman downtown with his own lackey. Santa shows up. Why not?
Yeah, real
because
Santa.
They shot him.
Yeah,
they shot Santa with the shotgun.
That sounds like a folk song from the 60s.
But it it brings Kumar back to being a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
And this Santa was not Patton Oswalt, was it?
No, this was
No.
the real Santa.
I know it would have been fun if they had it be Patton Oswalt though, and then the joke was that that really was Santa selling drugs at the beginning.
No, it's the guy from Office Space.
Okay, that's one of the like efficiency experts, right?
No,
Or,
this is the
no,
guy
yeah.
that invented the jump to conclusions, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He plays Fuchs and Barry.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, talking about Michael Bolton. That's the scene that's coming to mind with his face. Was he not in that scene where I'm a Michael
No.
Bolton fan? He wasn't in the room during that?
Oh wait, yes, he does like Michael Bolton. Yes,
Okay, yeah.
he is a fan of Michael Bolton.
Yeah, I thought so.
He's in a lot of things. He's in Idiocracy as
Another
well.
Mike Judge.
Mm-hmm. Another Mike Judge movie.
Him and Mike Judge get along. Yeah, it turns out Santa sent the joint.
Mm-hmm.
Right, to try to reconcile their friendship. Right?
Yep.
Because they're like Bill and Ted. Their friendship saves humanity.
And friendship is the greatest gift of all.
The greatest.
This
Ones
is
you can
goodbye,
depend on.
Roldy. No more jerking off into a sack.
Does he take Wafflebot with him?
Yeah, look, there he is.
Yeah.
Of course he takes Wafflebot.
Bye, Wafflebot.
He loves Wafflebot.
We'll see you next movie.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, if they make another one, it should just be called Harold and Kumar and Wafflebot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, we didn't talk about it, but Kumar did have the come to Jesus moment, so to speak, with him. We told him he should stand up
Mm-hmm.
to his father-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
With his scary Salma Hayek tattoo. Oh, 5'3" of him.
Yeah. He shows that tattoo off every chance he gets.
He does.
Well, I don't know if he's like it's probably just people cast him and then they're like, of course you have to take your shirt off at some point,
And I shot Santa Claus. He's real, okay? But he does it. He stands up to the old man. Who likes it?
Yep. Because in movies, that's what the tough guy always is looking for. They just want you to stand up to them.
And now there's feel good family stuff. Yeah, I mean a lot of the gags in this movie, especially the kid, I thought was really funny. I thought the frozen penis on the and I also think that just over the past 15 years or so, having like a prosthetic penis for sight gags in your movie has been like real popular. Like I remember they do it in like Scary Movie. It was in Your Highness. Like it's just like something about Mary. Like maybe that was like the start of it or something. But yeah,
they did it in the Simpsons movie. I mean, it was animated, but there was like a scene where they showed Bart's penis, like his animated penis. So that's yeah.
And Harold makes up with his girlfriend, who tells him not to quit smoking weed.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Which is good. I'm glad that the moral of this movie was not weed is bad, you must not smoke it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That made me sad when we watched Half Baked. That was
Yeah, she says instead use my pee when you get tested.
Yeah.
Because that's why he flunked out of med school.
Yeah.
Dirty urine.
So when we saw him, like, in his apartment, he just wasn't coping very well. That's what was happening. And now it establishes that Harold's wife is also pregnant. Everyone's together. There's a Christmas tree that Santa himself provided, or where does the tree come from? I don't
Danny
know.
Trejo pulled it off. There's no explanation.
Okay.
It was the magic of Machete.
But he loves his 3D TV.
Well, you know what? Maybe he just used next year's tree. He just went and got next year's tree. Because he grows a tree. He grows a tree, and they have to grow like 8 years in advance.
Is he still high? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
With the glow sticks. Totally just raving out. I'm telling you, that kid, that kid's going to have problems.
That kid's seen some things, man.
Yeah.
So here they are, sharing a joint.
You know, in the fourth movie, they should have that character be back, right? The kid.
And
have them be like 13 years old, but they should have him. It's her, sorry. They should have her played by like an 80-year-old actress, just to show the ravages of drugs on a prepubescent child.
Yeah, Santa's showing off a pretty outstanding Christmas themed bong there.
Yes, that is a beautiful bong.
I can definitely see that. Something you only break out once a year during a special time.
I certainly would.
Yeah. So yeah, like, if I had gone to see this movie in the theater, I would not have felt ripped off at all. I'd have been like, yep, that's a satisfying Harold and Kumar outing. You are right that an awful lot of these jokes and the language that they use, that's not the way that they would do it now. Yeah.
Right. Which is why I would really love to see how they could do it now, because I'm sure they could pull it off. Comedy still works.
You could still do lots of really shocking, really raunchy stuff. You could still have a prosthetic penis.
Yeah. And
I mean, there's a lot of that you can still do. It's just that there's just certain things that you wouldn't do.
And they could have even done, like, if they had done that scene with Neil Patrick Harris now, I think had Harold and Kumar like come out from behind that and like stopped him, like the jokes could still have worked. Like, as long as there was some kind of like,
I think they could have. I think they could still do the Neil Patrick Harris stuff like full bore. I don't really see that. Though, yeah.
I think they would need to.
Yeah. No, I don't think so. Because it's a comedy, yeah, and it's shocking, and like that's the whole thing is the shock value of that. But it is funny that like it's really like I mean the movie has several weak moments, and I feel like that's one of them where it's funny at first, and then they just keep going with it to sell it, and they just kind of wring the funny right out of it, But I think they could still play it that way because he's a bad guy, like he's a villain. So.
I know. I just don't know if shock humor plays anymore, though.
It does. Yeah,
it does.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
To us, it does because we're old. I just don't know.
No. I think audiences still like it in general. Yeah.
What was the last good R-rated, or not good? What was the last any R-rated comedy that came out? I was trying to remember.
I am not the one to ask because I just don't keep up with stuff like I used to.
Yeah, I guess that's a big problem with me as well.
Since I moved to the country.
Yeah, every year they announce the list of Academy Award nominated films and Golden Globe winners, and I look at it and I'm like, I have heard of two of these. Yeah, not even like I haven't heard of any of them. Like there's because there's movies come out like 18 different places now. Like it's just not a.
Well, that's another reason why this this movie was so unfamiliar to me is because I don't tend to gravitate towards comedies, period. You know, like I just don't see that many comedies at the theater. You know, like, yeah. And that's been a constant. That was definitely the case in 2011 when this came out, you know. I didn't see Harold and Kumar go to White Castle in 2004, you know, in the theater. Like, I just
was that 2004?
happened to pick that up later. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
That
wow,
one I
okay.
did. That one I did see in the theater. But I think the thing about that I walk away from this one with much the same thing. I liked it. It was funny. It did not stick with me.
Right.
Yeah.
If next Christmas rolls around and somebody says like, "Hey, have you seen Harold and Kumar Christmas?" I might not. I'll only for sure I'll remember because we did this. Like,
Right.
but had we not done this, like it's easily the type of movie that I could watch again for the first time in like 3 years. Like, I would put it on and have no recollection of like the jokes or anything.
So I put off making the slideshow for this until today, and watching it as it was running in the background, making the slideshow.
Yeah,
you're just kind of like, oh yeah,
yeah,
right.
Yeah. I had forgot that.
Yeah.
The scene with Jesus, I think when he dies and tells that story, when I was watching it was probably one of my favorite sequences, but I had completely forgotten that it existed a week later.
Yeah.
Until we watched it tonight. So.
Yeah. So yeah, it doesn't have the sticking power of either really of the other three that we watched, and I know one of those was pretty obscure, and I'm one of like 10 people who have seen it.
12 now.
But yeah, Up in Smoke. I mean, that sticks with you, and you remember that, and it's
that's true. Yeah.
Half Baked. Remember.
There were a couple things in Half Baked that were new, but I think I remember. Yeah, as soon as it ended, I think you and I were both like, "Wow, that was exactly what we remembered," and we hadn't seen it in like 20 years. So yeah, I think maybe there were a couple little surprises in Half Baked, but this was full of surprises a week later. So, and I wonder what it is. I wonder why. Why do you think it is that like some jokes like just stick, and even just some movies completely just stick in our heads, and then others like just don't? It's not as simple as, oh, this was good or not. Like, this was fine.
No, this was good. It was fine. It was well worth money. It was a good investment. I laughed both times.
Yeah.
I watched it.
It just kind of has like the look and feel of, like modern day comedies, and like that might be one of the reasons why you tend not to absorb it as much as a film that has just a very unique look to it,
right,
and a very unique attitude.
I would also say that there's nothing necessarily wrong with that.
Right.
It's like food.
Right. Yeah.
I don't want every meal to be the best meal I ever had. And that's all right. This was a very good meal, and I would be happy to have it again.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
It was like there was a Vacation sequel that came out like in 2019. It was a sequel. It had I forget who was even in it. But
is it a Christmas sequel or?
Well, no, it was a sequel to the National Lampoon Vacation movies. So it was just called Vacation. It wasn't. I think there was like a second Christmas one that was direct to video, but this one was in the movie theater. It was
really,
yeah, and it was called Vacation, and it had the guy from The Office.
Oh, okay. So it didn't have Chevy Chase in it or anything.
I think he was like in a cameo. So it was about a grown-up Rusty played by Ed Helms. That was it.
Oh, so Ed Helms, see, I completely forgot this existed.
Yeah, now that you say that, I remember it.
No, and that's you guys totally just proved what I was going for with that, because like I know I saw that movie, but I couldn't tell you a single thing about it. But like the first Vacation and European Vacation, and even to a lesser extent Christmas Vacation, like I could tell you like almost the entire movies probably. Like if we were to watch one, I wouldn't be surprised by anything. So yeah, just some of the stuff sticks, and then some of it feels like and maybe it's because we've seen all the jokes already, like 100 times. I don't know, but I liked it, and I probably liked that other Vacation movie too. I don't know, couldn't tell you.
I will also say, although I didn't see Guantanamo Bay.
Excuse me, I was muted. Yeah, but I was just going to say, just the fact of this other Vacation movie makes it very skeptical that I would enjoy seeing it. Yeah. What were you saying, Wizard?
Like now I don't remember. Oh, I didn't see Guantanamo Bay.
Right.
But I feel like we probably didn't miss much.
As far as story and character
as far as
development
story,
goes,
yeah. I think you can drop into this not necessarily knowing a lot of backstory.
For sure.
Right.
And that's how a good comedy franchise should be, by the way. I mean, like the Police Academy series. Like I feel like maybe they all probably suck, but like I bet you could watch Police Academy 5 and not once think like, oh God, how did we get to here?
No, it's probably best that you haven't seen any of the other Police Academy movies,
because then you'll be less disappointed.
Yeah, because they all have the same jokes in them.
Right.
Like every Police Academy movie has. Yeah.
I forget when I stopped, but it was like they just there was this downhill trend that I finally gave up.
Yeah.
And I liked 3. I'll go there. I enjoyed 3.
I know I liked 4. 4 was Citizens on Patrol.
Yes, I liked Citizens on Patrol. It's Barb.
Yeah, just wanted to give a shout out. Howdy, Barb.
Howdy, Barb. Thank you for coming by.
Thank you. And then 5 was
Good to see you, Barb.
I don't know.
5 was
exactly. Not Mission to Moscow.
No, it was there was the beach one. The beach one, right? Moscow is 8.
8?
Yeah. Because 6 is like City
5
Under
was
Siege.
Miami Beach.
Yeah, 5 is Miami Beach. 6 is like a City Under Siege. Aha!
Okay,
I knew it.
Yeah.
Knew it from memory.
So then I think for me,
I saw number 6 in the theater. It was right around the time in my life. Yeah, it was in the theater. I saw it. It's right, and I think it's the first one without Steve Guttenberg or the last one with Steve Guttenberg.
He's not in it.
He's not in. Okay.
No.
Okay. They probably had to go to Miami. Yeah.
Oh wait, you said Miami, or I was looking at City Under Siege.
City Under Siege. Well, yeah, they had to go to Miami just to get Steve Guttenberg to do one more movie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't even know if I saw past. I probably rented them. I don't know. The first 4 are the ones that I remember.
Yeah.
So.
I'm not sure if I saw 6.
Yeah.
I know I saw 5.
I bet Michael Winslow makes some noises with his face.
You know it. You know it. I think he always debuts a new noise, maybe? I don't know.
And he was in Spaceballs making noises too. There was a little fascination, like a brief fascination with a cappella, just noise making in the 80s. Because there was Michael Winslow and then Bobby McFerrin.
Yeah. Yeah.
It had its moment. Yeah. Let's bring that back.
No. I don't agree with that. I don't want that.
No. All right.
I
tried.
There was a little underground a cappella nerd folk music scene for a few years. I don't know if it's still going on.
Wow. Part of me just died when you said that
But
sentence.
but there was one. Like I had no part in it, mind you. But yeah, you can check out Da Vinci's Notebook.
You can.
Is one. That's a name I remember.
Well, everyone, my bed is calling to me.
Yes,
Oh,
it is
boy.
about that time.
Oh yeah, you guys are an hour over too. That like you guys are both 10 o'clock, right?
Oh no, I'm in
10
Texas.
o'clock. Oh, you're in Texas.
Yeah, I just have to get up early tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
But it is 10 o'clock for me.
Okay.
And I have kitties that need to be taken care of.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to call it a night.
Okay. Well, I had a lot of fun revisiting this, and just like Barbara said, I had no idea that this movie, like, I did, if I was at a trivia night and somebody was like, "How many Harold and Kumar movies are there?"
One.
No, I would have been, I would have been sitting there being like, "Is it 2 or 3? Is it 2 or 3?" Like I'd be, yeah. There's a chance I would have gotten it wrong.
I had forgotten that there was a second one. Like when I thought this was the second one, and then So, and like I have no recollection of the Guantanamo Bay one coming out. Like I saw that title and I thought it, because when I looked it up, I saw the title and I was like, is that real? Like, was that a parody? No, it was real. It was a real movie.
And and in 2008 there were very few touchier subjects that you could just grab a hold of with, like, what I have to assume is the subtlety of a sledgehammer we've come to know from these two young gentlemen. So I'm a little intrigued to watch it. Yeah,
we might have to watch it together after we do the next Cheech and Chong movie.
After we do the next Cheech and Chong, perhaps we can finish out
the holy trilogy of Harold.
Maybe we'll do Harold and Kumar in reverse.
Oh
yeah, we're gonna do it. Let's do it. All right.
We'll do two, and then we'll go back and watch the original.
Yeah. And I think that we'll discover in doing that that's the right way to do this. By the way, like, I bet they get better. I just have a feeling.
Yeah, I really don't remember that much about the first movie. I know I saw it a long time ago, and I'm sure I was quite high. So yeah,
I remember it as an epic quest movie.
Yes.
It was like a game of D&D almost.
Because they kept getting robbed of it for one reason or another.
Yes.
So, because there's only one White Castle, right? So they just can't get to the one White Castle. Which, if you don't know, if you don't have a White Castle in your life, 24 hours. 24 hours.
That's I wish I did.
I know. All right, on that note, I'm going to go to bed hungry.
Go to bed hungry. Thank y'all for dropping by. Adam is here.
Yeah. Hey, Adam.
Say hello, everybody.
Everybody, please come back next week and watch Cheech and Chong's next movie with us.
Next movie, Next movie.
Next movie is next.
And
is that a week? Is that a week from today, or is that?
That is a week from
today. All right. Okay.
Cheech and Chong's next movie.
I've never seen it. I'm excited to talk about it.
Same.
You're gonna.
All right, everybody. Well, we will see you next time if we remember how to log in.
Rock on, my friends.
Okay. Good night, everybody.
Change your bong water. Good night.
Clean your